Hello, good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever may be that you're joining us tonight. For those that may not know me or remember me, I am Leah, co-hosting today from Perth, Western Australia, and it's 7 p.m. here in Perth, Western Australia. And tonight we have with us Ariane and Joe, who were with us last night. So welcome, Joe.
Welcome to you, Leah. Lovely to be here again.
Yes, lovely to be together and to be going through this amazing journey together. Ariane, welcome.
Yes, welcome, Leah and Joe. I'm so delighted to be part of this program tonight. And we already had Joe yesterday with the lovely program on the heart chakra. So
yes,
wonderful.
Indeed. Yes, absolutely wonderful. Hopefully some of you joining us this evening also had the opportunity to join us yesterday when Joe, who's here again tonight, was talking about the heart chakra and also presented us with beautiful explanation and lovely music that resonates with this heart chakra, this wheel of energy that turns with that beautiful Indian classical music for the heart. So yeah, yesterday was about the the heart chakra. So the fourth chakra, the fourth main chakra, and then fifth if you count the sub chakra, which is the void, which we've presented as well. And this evening, Joe is going to present about the throat chakra. Around here, and it's about communication, it's about integration, and so he's really got some amazing wisdom to share with us this evening. And so it's really good. I myself wasn't here last night as a co-host. It was Ariane and Tyrone, but I was watching it on YouTube. And it really melted my heart, especially, the people from Vietnam. My Mai was talking about her experience and her relationship with her parents. And that really resonated with me. And it was very moving. I had tears to my eyes. And also Lon was talking about his experience, which I think is very helpful, especially if you're starting out on this journey with us, to understand how loving and patient we have to be with ourselves, and take one day at a time, and gradually, if you can meditate 5 or 10 minutes at least once a day, if you can make it 5 or 10 minutes first thing in the morning and again in the evening, we can grow really fast with this meditation, isn't it, Ariane?
Yes, absolutely. And tonight Joe is going to talk to us about the Vishuddhi, like you were saying, the fifth center in the subtle system, and notably focusing on the left, the center and the right aspect, the left being to do with the guilt and how we can clear that. And the center part, which I think is so important, is to being the detached witness, so that we don't take everything full on like we do sometimes. We react, and so this center really helps us to see things with a little bit more sort of a perspective. And then on the right hand side of this center, we have the diplomacy, how to speak kindly to others, because kind words can change someone's day. And sometimes a state, someone might be sad, and you come with loving words and kind words, and you can lift someone's spirit. So Joe is going to talk to us about, and also we have another guest from Vietnam who's going to speak, and some amazing music again, Joe. So looking forward to it. Welcome.
Yes. Welcome.
Thank you, Leah. Thank you, Ariane.
Yeah.
So I would invite everybody, just as we always do, just sit really quietly, really still, really easily. We always start with raising the Kundalini. Those of you who have been here through the past days will know. If anybody is new, just follow my voice commands. This is helping to rise that dormant female energy which sits in the sacrum bone and which can connect us with the divine power. It's that force that awakens us and takes us to another dimension. So with the right hand at the base of the spine, in front of you, in line with your spinal column, just begin to raise the left hand there. Just begin to raise the left hand slowly up the spinal column. And as you do that, rotate the right hand around the left and let your attention sit in the left hand as it passes up through all of the chakras, or past all of the chakras. When you get to the top of the head, tie one knot. We do this again. We have 3 energy channels. So the second time, raise the left hand, spiral the right hand around the left. And when you get to the top of the head, tie 2 knots. And then the third time, raise the left hand, spiral the right hand, top of the head, tie 3 knots. Let your attention sit up there high above the top of the head now. Place the left hand on the lap and the right hand, starting at the left hand, sweeping over the top of the body, giving a protection to our whole being, to our whole spirit, over and back in a big arc. And because we have 7 chakras, we do this 7 times. This is the protection of love, the protection for all of our chakras, the protection for our whole being. So if you just keep your eyes closed now and be very gentle with yourself here. I know we're in different time zones. Some people are at the end of the day, some people may be at the beginning of your day. If you've been at the end of the day, then just let the day's activities, just reflect on them for a moment and let them go. If you're at the beginning of the day, just let that new day, the new start, be our starting point. Take your right hand and put it on the neck, on the left side, and turn your head a little to the right. And with your right hand, let there be like a full contact of the palm of your hand around your neck, with the fingers pointing to down your back. This chakra is part of the Vishuddhi, part of the 5th chakra. It's a very, very important one, because here, if we feel guilty, actually our guilt collects here. And it can be an impediment to our growth, and it can be an impediment to our thoughts and our actions. So just let it be that if I have made mistakes in the past, so be it. If I can fix them now by forgiving, then I do that. But I'm no longer going to be attached to what's happened in the past. Neither am I going to worry about what might happen in the future. And we can affirm here, I am not guilty. I am not guilty. I am not guilty. I am not guilty. I am not guilty at all. Do this with intent. And the desire to be free of those impediments. I am not guilty. Last night we spoke about the spirit. If I am the spirit, and I know I am the spirit, how can I be guilty? So you can use this as many times as you like, whenever you like. I am not guilty. It's a great affirmation. I'm not guilty at all. I am not guilty. This person, this me, this I am not guilty at all. In the West particularly, we seem to catch on this chakra. So we're just focusing on this for a short moment. I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty at all. When you're ready, just open your eyes slowly. We're going to watch a video of Srimataji Nirmala Devi, the founder of Sahaja Yoga, a truly remarkable person. You can see her photograph on my backdrop. She spent her whole life looking for the mechanism whereby human beings can gain their ascent. And she recognized from a very young person, she recognized the good and the bad in the world. And her father said to her, a very great man, you have to find a way where human beings can change themselves, where there is some mechanism, something that actually happens to them, that they can get a change. Something can change it so that to get them off the ceaseless rat race of looking, seeking, trying to find that thing or that action that might improve us. So Sri Mataji recognized that we have this dormant energy inside us, this mothering Kundalini energy, which sits in the sacrum bone. And when it's awakened, it makes a fundamental life-changing, it is a fundamental life-changing event in very subtle ways, in some ways, and in other ways, and also very major ways. And it's this Kundalini, which is the blueprint, the way that God designed the world, the way it was meant to be, the energies there within us. And all we have to do is be receptive and open to this energy awakening, and it changes our lives. So she spent many, many years traveling the world, going to many, many cities, spending her own money, giving lectures to people free of charge, telling them about love and compassion and detachment and innocence and wisdom, all of the positive things for human beings, and encouraging and showing people how to get beyond themselves, beyond their thoughts, to that thoughtless space. So if we can play the video that Sri Mataji here is talking about this Vishuddhi chakra.
But one has to realize that he works on our central nervous system. He builds our central nervous system. Through our evolutionary process, our central nervous system has been built up. And this central nervous system has given us all the human awareness that we have. Otherwise, we would have been just like the stones. But through this building up of our awareness one after another, building up different chakras within us, this principle of Vishnu has brought us to the understanding that we have to see the truth, and ultimately we have to become Sahaja Yogis. So this principle of Sri Krishna is so important that at the state, as we call it the Vishuddhi chakra, we become complete. In the sense that when the Sahasrara is opened out for you and you start feeling the vibrations, you are not yet fully complete. If you were just complete then it would have been an end of your evolution. Because at that stage, if you had finished it, then there was no need to have Sahaja Yoga. But actually it means that once the Sahasrara is opened out, then you have to come down to your Vishuddhi Chakra. That means to your collective. If it is not working on your Vishuddhi Chakra, the enlightenment on Vishuddhi Chakra, you cannot feel the vibrations. As you saw yesterday, the artist started playing in a very new dimension. It's not that only they got awakening of the Kundalini. The awakening of the Kundalini was there, no doubt. But it had to come down to their Vishuddhi Chakra. If I could not have brought it back to their Vishuddhi Chakra, their hands would not have moved that fast. They would have never felt the sweetness, the madhurya of Sri Krishna, and they would not have manifested it. So all that is expressed through your fingers and hands achieves that new awareness of creating the madhurya, the sweetness. In your art, in your music, in your gestures, in every way your hands are very important. But Vishuddhi Chakra also plays part, as you know, on the 16 chakras or the subplexuses which look after our face, our ears, nose, eyes, neck. All these things are looked after by Vishuddhi Chakra. As a result, also, you can become great actors. You can have eyes which are innocent. You can have a skin which is shining. You can have ears which can hear the divine music. You can have a nose which shows your dignity. In the same way, your whole facial expression changes. If you are a very harsh person and a hot-tempered person, and you have harshness on your face, or else if you are like a beggar all the time, or you are crying all the time, weeping, your face looks so miserable, everything changes and comes into the center where you look beautiful, you look attractive in the divine way, and also you get a very sweet countenance. Also the teeth and the tongue are looked after by Vishuddhi Chakra. So your teeth which are in trouble get cured. You sometimes, as I told you, I have never been to a dentist all my life. So you can imagine that you don't have to go to the dentist anymore if you have your Vishuddhi Chakra all right. Then also your tongue improves. For example, some people are very sarcastic by temperament. They cannot say something sweetly. All the time they are sarcastic, saying sarcastic things. Some people have a habit of abusive language. Some people are extremely beggarish type, all the time talking in a very beggarish manner. There's no dignity, there's no sweetness, and there is no self-confidence for some people. Some people even stammer. Some people cannot stand on the stage and give a lecture. All these things drop out as soon as your Vishuddhi Chakra improves. This is only outward. This is the outward manifestation of the Vishuddhi Chakra's improvement within yourself through the awakening of Sri Krishna on Vishuddhi Chakra. But what happens really is that inside you, you become a witness. You become a witness in the sense that all that is disturbing, all that is troubling you, all that is a problem, you just start watching it. You start witnessing it. You start seeing it, and you do not get disturbed. That seeing, that witnessing state has a tremendous power. Whatever you see without thinking, your problems get solved. Any problem you have, once you get this witness state, what you call tatastha, means you are standing on the shores and watching the waves to move. Then you know how to solve the problems. So your witness state has to be developed, and sometimes I have seen people have to go through little difficulties to develop that witness state. This is very important, that once the Kundalini starts supplying you from your Sahasrara downward, moving on your chakras and enriching your different chakras on the Vishuddhi chakra, when it has to stay, it really tries to little bit take you through turmoils. And you start thinking that, see, now my life was so blissful, I had so many blessings, and now what has happened? But this is the time when you should become tatastha, means you should become a witness. If you become a witness, everything improves. For example, you are, say, a person who is working in some place. As soon as you become a witness, you see, your attention goes inside and you start watching things from inside out. As a result, you see exactly what's wrong where. And as you have got the power of witnessing, with that power you get over the problems that you have. Problems get solved very easily if you know how to witness the whole situation than to get involved into it. And this is the best state which we call as Sakshi Swarupatva, which you achieve when the Kundalini comes up and the connection is established and the divine ray starts following through that and enriches your Vishuddhi chakra.
So one way to think about this Vishuddhi chakra is it's about communication. On the left side, it's about communication with ourselves and how we view ourselves, how we think of ourselves. You know, can we get rid of this guilty feeling? Can we get beyond that? Can we get freedom from this? On the right side, it's how we deal or communicate with other people. And the positive aspects of this chakra are diplomacy and the ability to speak sweetly, soothingly, problem-solvingly to people. And at the center, it's how we communicate really with the world and our world. So this is what Srimataji is saying. You know, there can be a major change if you can witness. If we can witness, means that whatever's happening, problems, good things, ordinary life, we watch it go by. So rather than getting drawn into it and taken over by events, we watch it go by. And because we have this connection with the divine energy, then the solutions come to us. On this left side, it's self-esteem. It's also the pure brother and sister relationship. On the right side, it's the diplomacy. It's also a sense of solidarity that diplomacy gives it to us. And at the center, it's about communication and collectivity. And we're going to talk about collectivity a little more. So, you know, just some facts about this. The chakra itself has 16 petals. Its element is the ether, that not quite the air, beyond the air. It's a light blue color. The day is Saturday, so it's today. The planet associated with it is Saturn. The place on the hand is the index fingers. So as we said last night, we can decode the state of our own energy centers or chakras. So for example, if I'm feeling tingling or heat on this finger, it means that there's something catching on the left Vishuddhi. And if that's the case, we can clear that by saying, I'm not guilty, I'm not guilty. On the right side, we can say, please make me a sweet person in my speech, in my actions. Please make me diplomatic. And on the center, the affirmation can be, Please give me the witnessing power. Please let me be part and parcel of the whole. So I'm not sitting outside of it, I'm sitting inside, but just watching it go by like we're looking out through a window. So improvement in this chakra gives us strength of communication with other people. It gives us that sweetness. This chakra is very much about sweetness, and the sweetness that leads to self-respect, respect of others. It also means, very interesting, that if this chakra gets caught up, it actually feeds our ego, which is here. So you may not necessarily instinctively think about it like this, but feeling guilty feeds into ego. Now, if you think about that, I'm sure you can relate that to some individuals who, are very aggressive, very egotistical, but also have this, driven by guilt, driven by need to do things. So, it gives it the sweet personality, but really detachment. The detachment leads to collectivity. So collectivity doesn't mean everybody doing the same thing at the same time. It means people are united by, first of all, that witnessing power, which allows the love and the joy to flow through. So I just want to actually read some positive qualities of this chakra. And I'll just go through a short list here and you'll get a sense of this. So total confidence, discrimination, the power of decision, the power of detachment, the power of responsibility, the knowledge of the spirit, the sweet and gentle speech. Also, it leads to leadership qualities, so the leader of the people. And it also leads to extending beyond ourselves and caring and giving well-being to other people. It's speaking the truth. And where does that lead? That leads to joy, the embodiment of joy, the joy of the arts, the joy of the spirit, the joy of collectivity, the purest joy, the joy of arts like music and dancing and spoken word, and also the joy of the silence. So rather remarkable. Each of these, as we said last night, there is so much knowledge about each of these energy centers. And we can spend our time looking at the knowledge, but really the main thing is the experience of the thoughtlessness, the development of the witnessing power, which leads to that pure joy, which is internal. It's not happiness. It's not happiness which has the downside of sadness, but it's the joy of the spirit, a quiet knowledge, a quiet solidarity inside ourselves. The collectivity, I want to talk just a little bit about the collectivity as an introduction to the next short video. Some societies, some cultures actually are more collective than others. Some societies are softer than others. Some have a lot more accent on family and connections and sweetness between people. And again, as a broad generality in the Western world, we've developed, aggression and commerce and individuality, and other places still have that sweetness of family and security. So I want to introduce to you on video a good friend of mine from Vietnam, whose name is Thuy. And I said to her, Thuy, please just get your phone and record yourself talking about collectivity. So here is Thuy from Vietnam speaking about collectivity.
Jai Shri Mataji. My name is Thuy. I'm from Ho Chi Minh City Collective in Vietnam. It is my honor to join the program. And today, I would like to talk about the word collectivity. For me, that word is very beautiful and very powerful. Since I joined Sahaja Yoga and I met the collective, I really met a family. I have many uncles, aunties, brothers, and sisters. Then they always show their love and their care to me. Whenever I have difficulties, I could share with them and they will listen to my issues and they help me to resolve it. So I feel loved, I feel secure in heart. Together, we do preparing for the events like Havan or Puja. And at that time, I don't feel like we have to do this, we have to do that. But we just enjoy what we are doing, whatever like flowering, decoration, or cleaning. Everything together we do and we feel the joy. And whenever we do collectively, that event will give us a lot of vibrations. In the collective, I could see and I could learn the humble from many yogis. They practice Sahaja Yoga for a long time, and they are a very deep Sahaja Yogi. And when I sit down with them, they share with me about that knowledge, about the experience, and also they help me a lot. And I'm sure that when you join the collective, you will feel the same. That is the love, the unconditioning love there. And I really have brothers and sisters. We celebrate an event called Rasa Bandhan, where I, as a sister, I could tie a knot to my brothers. That is how I show the love and the care to my brothers. And at the same time, I receiving the love and the care from my brothers. Some people could say, hard to imagine what is the unconditioning love or the love I feel in the Sahaja Yoga family or in the collective. I would say that when you join the collective, you met people and you feel like, oh, we are in the same house. We're talking in the same language. We do it in the same purpose, that is bringing the light to the others. So everything you feel like, oh, you feel joy when you're doing that. Yeah. So I really enjoy the collective, especially the love there is very pure, and the people there is very, I would say, innocent. The unconditional love that I receive from them, I would say, is very, very big gift for me. So when I have the concern, I have issue, I could raise with them, and will have me to resolve or give me a bandhan to resolve it, and it works out. The reason I say the collective is very powerful is also because we are connecting to God. So like we're sending a message to God. So when the collective put the attention to that person, to that issue, it's really powerful and it works out very soon. I remember when I joined the collective at that time, Music of Joy came to Vietnam. It is not their first time come to Vietnam. And at that time, when the time that Music of Joy came to Vietnam and I already joined the collective, there was a tense between Vietnam and China. At that time, China put a drilling rig in Vietnam Sea. So the relationship is very tense. So when the Music of Joy came to Vietnam, they bring a lot of vibration to Vietnam, and a lot of good things happen. I remember that when the Music of Joy left, just 1 or 2 days later from media, we was informed that China decided to withdraw the drilling rig in Vietnam Sea because of the weather, because of the foundation in the sea, many reasons, and the China just decide to withdraw that plant, and it made the relationship become peaceful again. So that is one of the reasons that an evidence, I would say, to see what is the powerful and how powerful it is that when we do collectively. So that is all from me. Thank you very much for listening to my story. Thank you.
So individual growth in Sahaja Yoga actually is really helped through the collective experience. And this Zoom program is an example of that collective experience. So people from all around the world are here together at this same time for the same purpose. And that collectivity, that uniting or union of the yogis, the meditators, with the desire, with the intent of personal growth and personal connection with the divine power that gives everything its life force, that coming together actually is very powerful, as Twee says, and as Sri Mataji said in her talk, and gives us actually our individual growth is heightened through that collective action. It's hard to do this alone. In past lives, people would go to the mountains and live in a cave for a lifetime and try to achieve. In today's world, Sri Mataji has turned this completely around. She started from the end, so she's given us our enlightenment at the beginning. She says, here is your realization, here is your Kundalini awaken. Now, use that for your own growth. Understand the state of your chakras, clear your energy centers, and more importantly, find that time to quietly connect with the divine power. So that's what our meditation is about. And to get to that point, we have to find the thoughtless space. So the Kundalini rises up. It actually, you'll probably hear more about this tomorrow. It actually pushes apart these two parts of the chakra here, opens the narrow gate in there. And it's that process that creates the thoughtless. It stops the thoughts in us and takes us to that silent, quiet space, that voice of silence, when we feel the real joy. And in that place, we experience our greatest personal growth. So having said that, I invite you all now to join me in a meditation. We have some music that we recorded. It's a special song which is talking about really the support of the energy of this chakra. So it's the energy, and it's that sustenance of the energy. It's the Radha Krishna principle. So I'll ask the tech team to bring the music on in about 2 minutes. And before we do that, let's just sit comfortably wherever we are, on the chair, on the floor. Just find yourself a comfortable position. Close your eyes. Let your hands be out, open upwards in front of you in an easy position. And let your attention start at the base of the spine and work its way up through the spinal column, up to the throat. And at the throat is this Vishuddhi chakra. And we can ask Mother Energy, Mother Kundalini, please put me in that thoughtless space. Please give me the witnessing power that allows me to observe without being involved, so that I'm part and parcel of the whole, so that my being resounds with the joy of the Spirit and the connection with the divine power. And what you might find is that your attention naturally goes to the top of the head. So while the song plays, if any thought comes into your mind, just say, not this thought, not this thought, not now. Please give me the thoughtless, joyful, meditative mood. So just for 1 minute, attention at the top of the head. Enjoy the silence. I would like to thank all of you people, my brothers and sisters out there in wherever you are, for meditating with me and with each other this evening. And we'll just finish by raising the Kundalini like we did at the beginning. To the left hand, raise up. Tie one knot. Second time. And you get to the top, tie the 2 knots. Third time. Tension in the left hand. Tie 3 knots. Secure that there solidly. The connection with the divine power. And then the protection 7 times over and backwards of our whole being. Back to Leah and Ariane.
Thank you, Joe. That was absolutely beautiful. Much bliss and peace. Lovely hearing the testimony of Thuy in Vietnam, and your sharing of the wisdom and the knowledge about this communication chakra, and together meditating so that we truly become part and parcel of the whole. It's really beautiful working through the chakras as we rise up, you know, culminating at the top of the head. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it, Ariane?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, wonderful, Joe. And interestingly enough, I was in Vietnam when the situation with China was happening, and Music of Joy, the musician who practiced Sahaja Yoga from Australia, who went to share the joy with the people from Vietnam, the practitioners of Sahaja Yoga in Vietnam. And it was absolutely what he described. It's this incredible amount of vibrations and the welcoming we got. It was absolutely like never I have experienced before. The welcoming we receive coming from Australia in Vietnam. I to this day still remember every time I look at the photos, I feel this joy. Yeah. Wow. So it was very special to see, them Thuy sharing that. The collectivity is really amazing in Sahaja Yoga, and how we share now with this meditation, the 21 days. We have people apparently from Saudi Arabia watching, from America, from all over the world. And
yes.
We just share the joy. Isn't it, Joe?
Yes, yeah, that's exactly it. Why do we do this? Because we experience the joy and we share the joy. And that joy of connecting with the divine power, you know, of growth, of our own spiritual growth. It's so fundamental, right? So those of us who found Sahaja Yoga, we can't live without it now, right? Without that connection.
Absolutely not. Yes, the connection. it becomes second nature. It's not like we meditate. We aim to be always in meditation. It's part and parcel of our everyday life. It becomes like, very equivalent to, say, brushing our teeth in the morning, having breakfast. Meditation become part of the daily routine. And if for some reason, we miss out on, say, one morning meditation, we feel the difference in our day. It has a huge impact. So it's really great. And even just, raising the Kundalini, bringing that attention up in itself, it's a meditation. So even sometimes we're rushed in the morning where we miss the alarm clock or we're running a little bit late. If we just stop for that one moment, raise our Kundalini, put the protection on our aura, our band of protection, straight away we realize, oh, this is so good. I can just sit here for 1 minute longer. And truly, we still get to work on time and everything goes so smoothly that day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to go out with some more music, and this is this music that's going to play is flute, and traditionally flute expresses the sweetness of this energy, the sweetness that we've been talking about.
And just before we go, just to mention, tomorrow we're going to talk about the sixth center here. We call it the Agya, and it's the Center for Forgiveness, and it will be presented by Alex. And he will also have live musicians as well. So we are so looking forward as well, and sharing more beauty, more love, more joy, and more music. And thank you for that beautiful song about the Vishuddhi. That was just absolutely amazing. Is that from here? The
Yes.
people. Oh, yeah.
We made that last week. Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
the musical arrangement. It's just
Yeah.
unbelievable. Yeah. Really
Yes,
beautiful.
it's beautiful. And for the viewers also to know that, it's been in their attention to mention that Joe here, our presenter, he's a wonderful musician. And, he was playing and singing in that song that we had tonight for the Vishuddhi, in the song as well yesterday for the heart. So, thank you, Joe, for your beautiful talent and sharing this, wonderful, sweet melodies, which is really resonates not, with the heart, but also very much with the sweetness of the Vishuddhi.
Yeah, that was what I felt, the sweetness. I really felt so much sweetness.
Yes.
It's like the Madhura, they say in Sanskrit, Madhura, the sweetness of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So we look forward to more of this Madhura, more of this beautiful vibration of music and collectivity. So please stay with us for the next song. And we look forward to joining you all again here tomorrow at the same time, wherever you are, whatever you may be. Hopefully you'll make the time to join us again tomorrow. We look forward to seeing you. Thank you, Ariane. Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
And thank you so much to our beautiful technical team that is in the back scene. They are absolutely wonderful and they're doing such an amazing job. We have tonight with us 2 technicians. We got Sydney, who's been streaming to the YouTube, and we've got from Perth, and we've got Kanan from Sydney, helping us with the Zoom and enabling all of this beautiful program to come together. So yes, thank you very much to the technical team. Without you, we could not all be here together enjoying this collectivity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
वञ्चखल्बुतरुभयेष्ट कृपसिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु Jaya Gopal
सुखसारं तत्त्वविचारं ब्रह्मपरं भजनन्दकुमारं सर्वसुखसारं